Today we're looking at the breakdown of Porsha and Simon Guobadia's marriage. This may be the messiest divorce in Real Housewives of Atlanta history, even messier than Kim and Kroy, because Kroy is mad that Kim is spending up all his damn money. Now Simon, that man is petty. Now, after 15 months of marriage, Porsha has filed for divorce. And what we need to look into is, how did they get here? So what I want to do is look at each one of them individually and see if we can figure out what went wrong. Let's start with Porsha. Porsha and Cordell were married in 2011. She joined the Real Housewives cast in 2012. That didn't do their marriage any favors because Cordell looked domineering and very controlling, and Porsha looked weak and stupid. We knew there was a problem because he didn't show up for the reunion show. Eventually, he would file for divorce while she was still in a marital home with him. She found out via Twitter. Once that happened, she started making it little accusations like he was on the low. And he actually said that Porsha wasn't coming home at night, that he would lock her out, like, did she not have a key? But he said that she was just in the streets. And I find that very, very hard because it reminded me of something Porsha had said or yelled in season 6. You remember it, right?
You've never been married.
Yes,
when you get
and neither
married,
have you from what you said.
Then I will respect your opinion.
Neither have
but
you from what you said.
Until you will never know the conviction of a wife.
Girl.
Ever.
Right.
Ever.
You don't have them now. He put your ass out. Next.
And unfortunately, Kenya was right. In December 2013, their divorce was final. All Porsha got out of the deal was her Mercedes, her engagement ring, and her attorney fees paid. Nothing else. After the divorce, Porsha changed for the better. Yeah, she got her boobs done and her nose tweaked, but it was her attitude that made things better. And she was fun and playful. She was just a lot of fun. And just imagine, she was supposed to be cut after season 5. And Nene Leakes fought for her to come back season 6. And now, she's a fan favorite. But anywho, even though she was divorced, she was still looking for love and she still wanted to have a baby. So we saw a couple of guys pass through. We saw Oliver. We saw Duke, the football player. And we will never forget Todd, the whole baby nup in season 9. That was dumb as hell. But eventually, she met Dennis McKinley and they got pregnant and engaged. But that did not last long because he was a serial cheater. So, after that, guess who? Simon Guobadia. Now, moving on to Simon's ass. We all know he was married 3 times. The first wife he was married to for over 20 years. Her name is Karen English, and they had 2 kids together. The boy is still around, but the daughter doesn't talk to him, allegedly. Okay? Now, the second wife, we really don't know anything about the second wife. There's no pictures. There's nothing, on the net. But then he has a baby mama, too. And her name is Connie Riviera. And they were together for a long time. And she's a plus-size model. There she is. And then, last but not least, Fallon. Now, you remember Fallon.
Best behavior.
Hi, ladies. How are you?
This is my husband, Simon, everyone.
How are you?
I am
You're
well.
good? Boom, boom. Yes.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you
definitely.
for coming.
And I see you laid it out for us.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, that makes me want to get married all over again.
I mean, it's gorgeous.
Yes,
It's
we
gorgeous.
may just have to renew our vows. Ring upgrade.
Love it.
You hear, Porsha? Love it. Whore. No, I'm playing. Kind of playing. Anyway, a lot of us noticed watching that episode that he was weird. We were like, oh, why is he there staring at them by the pool? And then a lot of us also was like, why the hell is she saying WAP in front of that girl's husband? I guess we know why. You see this?
It looked like you were about to die.
She is not little.
Is that a hot tub over there? Not like this water.
It is. Honey, turn on the hot tub, please.
I love this marriage.
I can't yell at you and tell you what I need you to be doing. I don't want to. Why?
Yeah, that didn't look good. But anyway, it was something really odd. Like, even when she went on the cash trip, Fallon brought Simon.
I brought my husband
Why?
because he's my best friend.
This was a girl's trip. You could have made a
Now, that shit was weird. And out of the history of all the husbands of the housewives, I've never seen this happen ever. Even with Patricia ass. Peter was something, but he ain't do all that. But anywho, the funny thing is that trip was the same trip where Porsha hooked up with Bolo. Allegedly. But in the end, Simon filed for divorce. And Porsha slid in his DMs. She slid into his DMs. Now, she says otherwise, but you be the judge.
Simon and I met actually because he had DM'd me. That's what I think. Now, y'all tell me if he's telling y'all something different, okay?
My relationship with Porsha started after my ex-wife and I announced that we were getting divorced. Porsha reached out in my DM and expressed that she was sorry to hear that. Her DMing me, checking up on me, making sure I was okay. I appreciated it, and the rest of it is history.
What do you think? Do you think they were messing around prior? Or do you think it was the DM thing? I'm kind of believe that she slid in his DMs because he offered $50,000 to anyone who could prove that he was cheating on Fallon. And no one could prove it. So there's that. Then Porsha and him got together and then got engaged within a month. And just think, she quit all her good jobs. She quit Real Housewives. She quit Dish Nation. But she did decide to do her own show, Porsha Family Matters. And when I tell you her ass acted a damn fool, look at this shit.
I'll get your mom. Calm down. Yo, calm down.
He can be locked up in a Mexico prison. And his bitch ass mother. An animal.
That was such a bad look for Porsha. This man, who is her ex, brought a woman to Mexico. And she's engaged, but she's mad, violently mad. So mad that she also wants to fight his mama and wants them in jail and called them animals. And after all of that, Simon's old ass still chose to marry her. And marry her he did. But
Many months later.
Who said that? Porsha Williams coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta? That's false. But Porsha Guobadia is in the building. See y'all. Mwah.
Week later.
now after Porsha had decided to come back, we find out that he can't have citizenship because of fraud and scamming. Then she files for divorce. I don't know. Like, you know she'd been playing it. That's why she decided to be on the damn show. She knew she was leaving his ass. Now, Porsha is worth $1.5 million. And Simon is supposedly worth $40 million. And they signed a prenup. But I don't think Porsha knew this man's level of petty. Now you want to talk about Porsha's mental state. When you saw her dumb ass sit up there and try and fight Dennis and his mama. Come on. You knew what she was. You were a fan of the show. You watched that show. You wanted to be on the show. But now that you're not going to be on the show, you're making this a circus. Unfortunately, we don't know which one of you asses is the clown. I think it's both of you. Now you're wanting to subpoena her financials? She quit all her jobs for you. She wanted to cater to you. But I think by the end of this, she just wants to be rid of your ass. I don't think she want any money. She just want to go. I bet she regrets fucking you. Ooh, just to think, your ugly ass on top of her. Ooh. Anyway, let me focus. Then you had the nerve to call her a pig. Porsha Williams is a lot of things, but that heifer ain't no pig. She a heifer. And she a good looking heifer. Like, I ain't gonna hate on her. She is fine. And you thought she was fine too. I hate when men get left because she left him. And now you want to insult her. That's bitch behavior. Now Simon is trying to call Porsha less than smart. Well, you may need to check that because she said that 5th season of The Housewives. So again, you're a fan. And then she can't be that dumb because she made sure in the prenup she got to stay in the house during the divorce proceedings. But now you're posting that you and your kids is homeless. With $40 million, you homeless? I think that sounds less than smart. But again, you're mad and now you want to take the Rolls Royce or whatever, even though it was a gift to her. I don't know about that. And at the end of the day, I am not a Porsha fan at all. But I do know this. You're proud to be sassy and petty, but you actually look weak and small. A smart man would have just allowed their attorneys to handle everything because right now it looks like you're bullying her. And courts don't like that. I mean, every other day you're bitching. It's weird. That's not a good look. And I hope that she is recording and keeping everything that you do and say that it is causing mental anguish. Because hell, it's causing me mental anguish because I'm annoyed. And I don't even like Porsha. I'm rooting for a hoe I don't like. But at the end of the story and at the end of the day, what did Nene teach us?
You can win when you're dirty, honey. You never can win.
And because you are definitely playing dirty, nothing good is going to come out of this. And you should thank Porsha. She made you look like this when you know damn well you look like that. The end.